But I can't do it though because I'm spontaneous caster.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Zin could cast it.
Wouldn't last very long.
Only
2 hours
my current cast level is 3, so yeah, 6 hours.
6 hours?
6 hours of
If
service.
cost 200 gold pieces, but be permanent.
Right, but even then we don't have the materials for that. We'd have to go somewhere where we get the materials for that. Which would mean taking this back to Vothis.
Crush diamonds.
But the point I understand, if you want to find a way to detect having an alarm spell, it might not. There's very difficult ways. It's very difficult to trick an alarm spell.
Yeah, like that could give like that would give like an alarm that would alert us to it, but we would still be a bit.
Invisibility purchase already on the list.
Like, yeah, like if I know it's there, like I can see, like through invisibility, so I can glitter dust it so everyone can see it, and you can fairy fire it.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's glitter dusted, just fucking fairy fire this son of a bitch and really annoy it.
We'll want to shut it down somehow.
And even then, the greatest fear would that it would be able to escape from us. Because if it escapes from us, then it knows what we tried, and it'll still be stalking us.
Yeah, I mean, at some point we can target every single save it has. Put it in the pit, channel it, sound burst it.
Yeah.
Do whatever we need to.
Try to get past.
Larry doesn't know anything about this thing. He doesn't know what it's good against or weak against.
No.
Yeah, well, first of all, if we spend 2 hours discussing how to trick this thing, and it's watching us, and it might think we know because we are trying to hide what we are saying.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we communicate in sign language regularly when we're in dangerous situations. Like, oh, I don't know this. Or
That's
really
true, yeah.
anywhere we've ever lived.
That's true.
And we can safely assume none of us have been affected, because if any of us are, the less effect you'd have to assume would be suddenly broken. We would feel that.
Yeah, and Zin is fairly sure that the others aren't affected.
And there are some people which we know for a fact, because for example, if it was Trislin, Sakari would disappear. So.
It's like, yeah, the fucking... We're hoping an intellect devourer could not somehow fake a damn idol.
That'd be pretty difficult to fake.
Or control over those undead creatures.
Like he wants to enjoy the life of a zombie.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. I don't know, Group.
Well, I mean, taking it down is something we should be able to do.
Honestly, I honestly don't know, and metagame knowledge can't help but bleed in there. I genuinely don't know.
Really?
I genuinely don't know.
We're so many, it's a one thing.
Yeah. Yes.
We have enough crowd control to just force it to save so many times it will fail, right?
Maybe.
That's the idea.
Maybe.
And 3 of us don't sleep, so it can hardly get us by surprise.
You know, I can't separate my character from the player here. I have too much experience with fucking... I don't know what the difference between Pathfinder is and the other ones, but I know too much about them.
I have no experience whatsoever with this creature. I've never met him before, so I don't know. But
let's carry on and see what happens.
I just looked through my Eidolon list and there's nothing I can do to help.
So do you have some sort of try to attempt to lure it out, or are you just gonna keep traveling?
well, I mean, it would be good to take care of it, but we don't really know how. It would be preferable to get inside of something first.
I don't want to keep traveling unless we have some sort of cohesive plan or like something to do, because this sort of walking thing is not comforting.
Just waiting for...
Are we hoping for it to act or make a mistake? It knows this area far better than we ever would.
On our own terms, right? That's the point.
Right, but we're not anywhere near those. It knows the surrounding areas and caverns, I imagine, far better than we ever will. It knows exactly what we're going to be walking into coming up.
Honestly, probably knows Vothis as well, considering how many people have been traveling back and forth.
It's like we're unlike we do not have the battlefield advantage.
And we want to capture the amount of information.
You'd never be able to get it out of that.
You know, Rilinid could just talk to it.
Make it his friend.
Not
that's-
even I am willing to attempt to converse with an intellect devourer.
Yes, come closer.
I think that's crazier
Only
than
whisper very quietly. Put your ear down here.
I think that's crazier than attempting to talk to an illithid. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Is that
Yes,
bad?
I think so personally.
I can show it a glimpse of its afterlife.
So we can't leave.
We can, but we don't want to because it will follow us to our people.
It's like it's going to take us days in either direction we go, and we lead us to Vothis. There are so many weak minds there that I could easily just pick through.
Yeah, I got that.
In 35 unrest, we would get.
As it takes all the money from treasure and spends them on like drugs or whatnot.
Oh my god.
Yes, what can we do about it?
I knew I did not like this path. I knew it.
Why the hell did we go here?
It goes back to the beginning of the session. Because we're adventurers and we're stupid, and there was no other way to get to the other stuff.
How much do we know about it? Like, what? We must have some more information, right?
Jonas hasn't sent me like anything on like powers or abilities, so I'm assuming my character doesn't really know their powers or abilities, other than the fact that they can reduce person and take over people's bodies.
You do know that they are, notoriously stealthy and intelligent. They can turn invisible and reduce themselves in size. They also are said to have powers that scramble the mind of the creatures it sort of seeks to devour.
There you go.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You also know it is quite resistant to several magical effects and magic in general.
Yep.
I have a question about my Eidolon.
Yes.
I have evolution search lesser. If I cast it twice, can I keep putting it on him, or can I only do it once?
You can put.
Does the spell text say anything about that?
What exactly do you mean in that way? You can.
Can I
put two separate
cast?
things
Can
on
I
him.
cast it twice on him, and then have use 4 points on him instead of 1?
No.
You may only grant one evolution with the spell.
No, that's not what she's asking. What she's asking is, can she put a 4-point evolution? And the answer is no. You do
I think generally you can't cast the same spell twice on the same creature. Like 2 shields of faith would not stack. I think it's the same.
Well, that's because the bonus wouldn't stack. But the main thing here is just no, because the rule specifically says you can't. You have to use normal evolution search for that, not the lesser.
Because if I could use it twice, I could give him Send Gills, and then I could give him an extremely good evolution that gives him, basically he can detect in a mile through the ground what is near us, through vibrations, but...
So Tremor Sense in this instance would be pretty good, but...
Yes, but if I can't cast the spell twice on him, I can't do it.
There are boots which can grant this sort of thing, but...
but only like 30 feet, isn't it?
I think it's like 30 to 60.
I mean, remember, ToN, you can grant normal tremor sense, but at least at the face. No, not yet. You can't. It's level 7.
Well, yeah. I think you're muted, Manaki.
Can the thing see invisible creatures?
I don't know.
Well,
You don't know.
I can make Sakari... I can give Sakari the ability to use spells, and then he can make himself invisible. I think it depends on the level again. Damn, there's so many rules!
It might not make a difference, though, is the thing, so... I doubt it. You can't really give him much magic, so.
Like, that could be a way to potentially sneak up on this thing as it's approaching whatever trap's been laid on it, but I don't think there's any way in hell any of us could somehow disappear and then get the drop on it.
Now, the thing is, it has to follow us, right? And it doesn't have endless sight, I assume. Meaning that if we are at some place like some hallway that is straight and does not have all these weird outcroppings and such, it'll have to be behind us. Or it can't follow us.
Unless it has crept ahead of us and is letting us choose the path, so long as it tries to follow us. Especially since, you know, this is such a narrow walkway, it knows which direction we're going to take, right?
Sure.
And this being a natural tunnel system, I think there's always going to be spots where a small creature can hide.
Yeah, I just meant, like, if it has to follow us, making the group walk and then someone staying hidden behind, basically getting in behind it, maybe detecting it as it falls.
It knows how many people there's supposed to be, so if someone's missing...
We could, you know. I can silent image a wall in place to confuse it. It's like, oh, there's not a wall here, what the hell?
Can disappear down into the rock. Become rock for a time.
Well,
basically,
this is...
because it will try to run, right? That's the whole thing it does.
We don't know. It might very well fight, and then later try to escape if we're actually winning. Don't know.
Man, well, dead bodies.
Zakari can also make a silent image.
Well,
but no, what?
I need to double check that one for you actually, because
she needs to be level 4 to do it, and then she can use lesser evolution perch on him.
Is it? Okay, yeah, it's fine. I thought his charisma wasn't high enough to use the spell ability.
Oh, charisma.
But it is high enough. Barely.
He's handsome. So he can also make one, but there is no smell on it.
Yeah, there's never smell on silent images. You need a much more powerful spell for that.
Can you summon something it would want to go into?
Like what?
Too smart for that. I don't know.
You would suspect that an intellect devourer searches for intelligence. I mean, they want brains. The juicier your brain, the better. The more knowledge a creature has, the more interested the intellect devourer would be of eating it.
You gotta quit selling that. Shut up, Jonas.
I think Rilinid's gotta be the.
Shut up, Jonas.
Rilinid's gotta be.
I agree with Jonas.
Yeah, Rilinid's gotta be the target for this thing.
I think the most intelligent I can summon is a gorilla.
So Sin then.
Are you saying Sin is a gorilla?
Yes.
I certainly don't have any problem with being isolated and attempting to be the lure for such a thing.
How will they actually stop it from just taking you over?
How do we know if he has been taken over?
You would know because if my character dies, you would lose the blessing from Agaris.
That's true. That's true.
We would feel Agaris as basically we would have broken our whole demonic power.
Well, we don't know what's gonna happen, so we can't do that.
We can, as long as we don't kill each other. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I mean, someone dying.
You would, you would think the devourer is probably pretty good at devouring intellects, but it's certainly nothing it does in a few seconds. Probably takes a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can let it begin to eat him.
And it's going to have a very difficult time, like, catching me by surprise out of anyone, particularly since I can see invisible shit. My perception check's pretty fucking solid. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do that. It's my thing. Among other things. Like, if it could catch me by surprise, it could catch anyone else by surprise, which, is technically true. But, in this case, I would be the best lure for it, in part because I can actually see invisibility. Worst case, if it's trying to overwhelm me and I still have an action, I fucking turn incorporeal. Eat my brain then, motherfucker.
I can turn Zakari incorporeal too.
He's not interested in Zakari.
He's not interested in Zakari.
Sakari's a dream thing.
A figment of Tristlan's imagination.
There is no brain.
Well, it's pretty real to me.
It's real to me.
Yes, exactly.
Alauneari can, as said, turn into stone and just sort of merge with the ground in here for a good 50 minutes. If you think that'll be... That's a good way to stay hidden. It's just rock.
And I'm thinking that at least some members of the party, anyone who took like that improved dark vision, has a further sight range than the intellect devourer. As such, and since we're knowing it's not casting any light, I can separate myself pretty far as a deep scout, remain like 180 feet away from the group. And with my bevy of magical shit that I've borrowed money to make, try to make it be a service to the group.
By being a lure.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to be behind us then. I don't think it would attack us if it knew we were walking that way.
Sure, I could be behind the group, making sure I'm staggering far behind so that nothing is following us. We certainly do have reason to be concerned about that. I think the Intellect Devourer knows that, you know, fucking broken rope right there in the middle of everything. Oh, ghost did it, you know. Someone blew a puff of wind. And snap.
Now, question is, how do we get to you fast enough to actually... Well, I mean, if you can somehow hold it there, you grapple it. If it's super tiny, the grappling thing should
really,
be easier.
Manaki? Really?
But the size modifier...
Really? The thing's probably stronger than me.
How is Rilinid's bluff check?
Alright, yeah, I can do a little bit of bluffing. And roll with it. 38.
It's pretty good. You know, for Rilinid, it would perhaps not be impossible to appear to be mind-controlled and such. Or appear to be hit by, say, confusion or daze or some such.
I have a lot of experience, like I have spellcraft to know those magical effects. I have the stone mask that I wear, so the emotions are hidden.
Certainly appearing weak and dazed to lure it in is certainly possible.
Okay. And with Jonas's metagame question there, are any of you effective liars? Other than Alauneari?
Let me demonstrate.
Would you count as effective?
Where's my token?
Alauneari is a decent liar.
You know what? I'm going to put this to you.
Super wonderful.
The question was effective lie. Enough to fool a highly intelligent being which has probably eaten the brains of hundreds if not thousands of people.
Probably not then. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm mind controlled.
Oh, woe is me!
What will I do?
Ooh.
Like doing the jazz hands. Ooh, no.
Oh no, that is a ghost.
Alright. The final question that I would end up being pitched, is there some sort of magical effect you can cast on me so that I can communicate a situation in which, because if it's suddenly like confused or like controlled me in some fashion, I'm not going to scream out, Cinder, okay, thanks, low, bye.
No, we're going to put a damn alarm thing and you're going to take a step back and stand on it.
Can do the status thing?
Yeah, you can do status.
We can certainly do status.
That detects confusion.
Right,
and daze and
a lot
everything.
of conditions.
But it's not going to detect me faking unless I fool the... I suppose like maybe I can use spellcraft and my magical shit to fool the status, Jonas?
That's what I said, though. You make an alarm and you take one step back and step on the damn alarm.
What? How? Like, are going to just drop it right behind me and then walk on it, or what? Am I not following you guys along a path?
Right, actually, here's... Wait a second.
Yeah, that's of course true. It'll need to be something that's mobile.
Okay, so here you go. I've got it.
Okay.
So what you can do is, I believe Tristan has the message spell, because of course she used it.
Okay.
When she casts it, for 10 minutes per level, this will affect you. And after she sends the message to you, for those 10 minutes per level, you in that entire time, you can, at any moment you want, reply up to 25 words.
It would have to be like, what's the range of message?
Medium range. And that's just a casting though. Once
150
it's cast on someone, the range doesn't matter anymore.
So basically, Tristan will go like, "Hi," every 60 minutes to Rilinid.
But she'll have to follow.
This sounds like a fucking nightmare.
I think the range will be.
Well, luckily, if she can't send infinite number of words, she can only send up to 25.
To make that work.
It sounds like something that needs to be in the troll game. Because, I don't like where this is going. I mean, it's possible, sure. It would just have to be recast every hour. Like once an hour, I'd have to catch up with the rest of the group, and then...
Let Tristan into your mind, Rilinid. She will show you beautiful things.
It has no saving throw.
I guess, she's technically not worse than Agar is, so...
Technically.
Technically, yes.
Give her time.
It'd be like, Yellow Submarine video, so... Just flowers and color and psychedelic swirls.
Fuck you! I don't want this! I never asked for this.
No, it's gonna be like the octopus's garden.
Yeah, okay, sure. Octopus's garden. That's fine.
Alright.
There'll be bubbles everywhere.
Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Are there any other ideas, methods, plans?
Do you have a spell that you can, a buff spell that you can dispel?
A buff spell? No, I do group casting.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I'm not selfish enough to put individual spells on my spell selection other than Vanish. Manaki.
Do you have the resistance cantrip?
Resistance?
Yeah, if Manakai's status can detect buff spells too, you can dispel your resistance, and we know.
No, like you cast it on someone else, and then you remove it when...
All that, yeah.
No, I don't have resistance.
Of course you don't.
Of course I don't know.
Resistance would be awkward because you'd have to cast it every minute.
Yes, that's...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Run
cool with
up
that.
and then fall behind. And we run away from you.
Mm-hmm.
No, really, I don't want to talk to you.
Because message is 60 minutes.
I don't know. I mean, is that a paper plane?
Paper plane?
You guys are just playing at straws then.
These are the people I play with, everyone. These are...
Like throw a rock which has like "help, I'm mind control" written on it.
I'm Grimith, and this is my group.
Hey.
At least I'm trying to be useful by giving you an idea that technically might work.
I think all my ideas are genius.
You say, are there any other sensible, like, legitimate, like, replacing the prior ideas?
I am looking. Is that something I knew I would be looking for before the session?
Well, of course.
The GM just goes, "Oh, by the way, you are going to face an intellect."
Oh, Manaki, are you saying you're not prepared for this? Oh, how weird, huh?
And certainly Jonas is not going to be like, we're going to end the session here so you have 2 weeks to stare at your spell list and go, yeah, I'll fuck that intellect devourer up, yeah, mm-hmm.
Just think of the plan we would think of, Grimith. Just think of it. 2 weeks.
No. You have planning capabilities because you're a cleric, I don't care. I'm on the seat of my pants. I'm a bard.
Live easy. Play your
That's
stupid
right.
flute. And...
Flute? Yes, my flute.
Also, don't talk about being stingy with the buff spells when you only can luck yourself. No inspire competence.
Yeah, that's a class ability. Mm-hmm. It's not a spell.
I share my channel with everyone.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you do.
So?
Can you know when you channel, it's in a range of 30?
Yeah.
Do you know if there is someone within 30 that is not us?
No, I generally I
just sends out the
I
wave.
channel and then I choose who not to hit. So if I don't know if someone's there, they get hit.
Yeah.
I don't know if I hit anybody.
You just send out a wave of energy, basically. You don't really feel it if it hits anything.
But it's painful, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
So something would squeal if they got hit by the wave.
I don't know if it doesn't have a head. I don't know if it can squeal.
It's a giant,
It's like
tiny
a brain
brain
with feet,
rather.
as far as I gathered.
Can't emit sound, it won't make noise.
Yeah, it's a brain with 4 feet and teeth.
So you don't know who you hit when it.
No.
No, I can select who not to hit. But beyond that, no.
Well, Zacharias can hit people he can't see with a dazing fireball.
Oh yeah, I have done so.
Yes. Example. So I'm going to take that as in the well is empty, we don't have any better idea, and this is a better idea than just continuing to make normal progress and letting it hang out.
Okay.
Okay. I might add, Jonas, this is how you do it. You do not panic.
Status is still something we...
It's easy not to panic, we're not in a battle, right?
Sure, you can cast status on me. There's a legitimate chance I might be affected by a spell, and don't have to worry about faking it. Haha!
Yeah, see with that, or if you get injured at all.
I never worry about faking it.
If you get affected by a spell, that might be much worse than if you fake it.
That status is certainly something viable. And then also begin lagging behind the party. You know, I don't leave tracks anyway through the underground.
Out of character, Eleanor, was she infected by it then?
No, I don't think so. I think that dude was...
No. If Eleanor had been, like, affected by the mind thing, the intellect devourer, and she died, intellect devourer would have fucking popped out. The same is true with the captain.
That guy who ran.
Uh-huh.
He was infected by it.
Yeah.
We're
so it was his blood.
This might not be an intellect devourer, but we're going with what Jonas suggested based on ridiculous amounts of lore mastery.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
The least terrible option that's been presented.
Yeah.
Right, so let's see here then. The plan is to put status on Rilinid and have him lag behind the party.
We're gonna...
I might add that Tristan does not know anything of this.
It'll be explained to her in hushed whispers. At that point, we're gonna head like we're traveling towards the land of fire and mud. Rilinid will be like 180 feet behind the group. He doesn't leave tracks when he walks, so we can say that he's trying to... Obviously, the obvious scuff marks and shit, he's like trying to clear out for that. He's observant and watchful enough. The Devourer probably knows that he's trying to keep a lookout to make sure nothing sneaks behind the rest of the group.
Sure.
And he's arrogant enough that he'll like, no one else can do this job.
Alright, then let's see here. Roll me a secret bluff check.
Okay, I can do that. Well, you want me to just like slash roll secret then?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that. Roll secret. 1, 2, 5 plus. Let me check my modifier. Make sure I got that right. That's charisma based. Okay, that's what I thought. There you go.
Okie doke.
So you can't even see it yourself?
No, that's what Roll Seeker is for. I use that with players myself. The secret radio button does not allow for, it like shows the player it anyway, and we don't want the player to see.
Secret for the player, not secret for GM.
It's basically the DM thing for I'm too lazy to look up your modifier, do it for me.
No, it gives the player a sense of being able to like reach behind the DM screen and roll a die themselves. Sort of empowering.
That's true, yeah.
It also means, the DM could say you failed the save, but if you're the one who secretly rolled it...
I mean, Jonas could make up whatever the fuck he wants.
As a DM, I could certainly say that it doesn't matter what you roll, I decide.
Right. We're going on good faith here, so...
I'm not doing that, because that would kind of be...
So quit being as paranoid as Sheep is, okay?
That would be cheating. The DM never cheats, remember that.
No, none of the books...
The DM can, by definition, not cheat.
Exactly.
None of the books have ever encouraged a DM to fudge rolls at any point.
Oh, I don't know what books you're reading, sir. If you think that's a thing that's going on.
They were not next to the skull.
That was definitely...
It's okay.
Alright. Well... Rilinid walks behind the group then. Where is Shell during all of this?
I'm gonna leave Shell up there with them. She can haul my shit. I don't want to deal with her. She'll just slow me down. She's dumb.
Okie dokie.
My way. She'll leave tracks and shit, then I'll get angry and yell at her.
Oh god, she's infected.
No, she's not.
How do you know?
Because she's my slave.
All right. Rilinid walks along. He does his best to sort of appear lucid, then I suppose.
Okay.
Shouting trivia.
Yes, like reading from memory all the things he knows.
You know,
like the first 5,000 digits of pi.
No, he's not going to be so stupid as to do that. I mean, for fuck's sakes, this is not like some sort of stupid fungal wolf he's trying to lure out. This is like an intelligent predator, and Rilinid's intelligent himself. He's going to look like he's trying to do the role that I described, not be like, oh, you see him singing loud, obnoxious songs like he did in the fungal jungle.
Rilinid suddenly feels as if something is trying to invade his mind.
Okay.